Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining with me. Today we are going to discuss this topic. The topic is visible on the screen right now. And already I have shared it in our groups. So I hope all of you have taken your preparation on the topic, and the topic is collected from Cambridge book IELTS 17. So it is a new and updated topic, and it has 3 parts, and one by one you have chance to share your ideas on the topic. Okay, first we'll finish the first part. So we are going to start the first part. The participant who is ready, please raise your hand signal. Raise your hand signal, then I will permit you. Please. Ali, Sadi, or Shihab Ahmed, who is ready, please raise your hand signal. Sadi and Ali. Okay, Ali, I'm going to permit you. Please unmute yourself. You are permitted, Ali. Ali, am I audible to you? Okay. Is the topic visible on the screen?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, everything is okay, Ali. Now you have to describe the first part. Before that, just introduce yourself, mention your name and location.
Okay, so can you hear?
Yeah, your sound is clear to us. If you use headphone, please remove it, because without headphone, the sound comes to us very clearly.
Okay.
Okay, continue, please.
Okay. So now I'm going to talk about question part one.
First, introduce yourself, Ali. Your name and location. Your sound is not clear to us, Ali. Maybe you are using. Please remove it.
Yes, sir. I remove it.
Okay. Now.
So now it is better.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. My name is Ali, and I'm from Lahore, Pakistan, sir.
Okay, Ali. First question for you: do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone? Why?
Well, in my opinion, it is very difficult to keep a paper map with yourself anywhere where you want to go. And in my opinion, it is better to have a map on your mobile phone, because today people want to want to adopt different kind of technology. So people have their phone on their pocket, so it is very easy to have a map on your mobile phone.
Yeah. When was the last time you needed to use a map? To use a map, why not?
It was just one week ago. Actually, when I was went with my family to visit Multan city. Actually, the city was belonged to my grandmother, and I went with my family, and I don't know any more about the ways of the city, and I um, mm, when I need some places, so I just pick up my phone and open a Google Map to find a different kind of ways in these cities.
Yeah. Okay. If you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around?
Yeah, I always prefer to use a Google Map when I visit a new city, because I don't know about the ways in that city, and it is very easy to use a Google Map to find new places and easy way to reach your place.
Okay, in general, do you find it easy to read maps? Why not?
Well, if I compare today with the past, so it is very easy to read a map for today because technology makes it very easy for people. And if I would like to talk about the Google Map, so it is very easy to read different kind of map which is displayed on Google Map.
Yeah. Okay, already you have completed your part one as we have no other participants. So you can continue the second part also. Are you ready for the second part?
Uh, okay, so can I have take some time so then I
Okay,
will.
sure. We have another participant. You can
Okay.
share your ideas after her. Isadi, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself. Isadi, please, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, sir, I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening. And Isadi, you are welcome here. First, introduce yourself, your name and your location.
Yeah, I am Esandi Kularatna. You can call me Esandi, and I'm from Sri Lanka.
Okay. You have to share your ideas on the first part. And from the first part, your first question is, do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone? Why?
Yeah, actually, first of all, I like to tell map on phone is a better because it's a very instant. So I think paper map using in a few years ago, but now moderate world using so many people's map for map from phone because it's very specially reason for that very instant for phone map. So in my experience, I use that actually last month because I had one of my local exam. I so excited for find my place that instantly get my memory, my phone map, and I use for found my exam hall and exam place through the phone map. It's I think better one is phone map, especially reason because it's a very instant matter.
Okay. When was the last time you needed to use a map? Why not?
Yeah, I used last time map for my for find my exam center. It's very I not plan use for my phone map because I actually I think I know that place, but I going to their place I can't, and I excited for that place. Therefore, I instant use my phone map and I got my place justly.
Okay. And the third question for you, if you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around?
Yeah, well, I actually that in that reason I use my phone. It I think it's last May 2002. I went to in my country upper side new city. It's a candy city. Uh, Therefore, not familiar. Not I am familiar that city. Therefore, I use map around new city for find my visiting places and my accommodation place. So useful phone map every person for travel to new cities.
Okay. In general, do you find it easy to read maps? Why not?
Actually, I think it's really things not easy read map, because it's a very tough thing in modern world, because usually all people use every time in smartphone, and I mean by Android phone. Therefore, instant use installed Google Map and any maps for use their reasons. I think read maps are not easy. Usually easy for phone maps.
Okay. Thank you very much, Isadi. And I highly suggest you to write down the answer before delivering your space. And the thing that I have noticed, throughout your space, that is peoples, not peoples. People is always in plural form. The singular form of people is person. So you can't use yes or yes with the people, because it is already a plural word. So no need to use extra plural letter with it. So people,
Yeah.
many people, some people, two people,
Yeah,
or five
that-
people, whatever. So then for
Yeah.
find, not for find, for is a preposition, and after preposition, if you want to use a verb, of course you have to add ing with the verb. For finding or to find. For finding, or you have to say to find. Then I think you have described something which happened in the past. So you should say I thought. Your tense will be in past tense. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
because it's a wrong pronunciation. You should say because. Okay. So be
Yeah.
careful about it. Thank you very much, and stay with us for part 2. I will start it after Sam. Sam, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself, Sam.
Hi, hello, sir.
Yeah, hello. Sam, please introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Samreen. I'm from Saudi Arabia, and I'm high school student. Actually, I've just recently completed.
Okay, thank you very much to join with us. And you have to share your ideas on the first part. And your first question is, do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone?
Well, in my opinion, map on mobile is much more better than map on paper, because we cannot keep everyday map on our pockets, on our purses, because there is many chance to lose the map, paper-based map. However, the phone maps are very convenient, and we can easily find and direct the navigation of the location, and the mobile map often leads us direction, as it's an audio based. So that's why I think mobile map are way much more better than paper ones.
Okay. When was the last time you needed to use a map?
Well, if my memory serves me right, I actually used last Sunday when we went from one city to capital city, and we have to use because there was many bridges in which we have to like turn the ring round, or maybe go a straight head. But Google Maps really help us to navigate the location.
Okay. If you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around?
Absolutely, yes. I think maps often lead us our destination, And as I'm not a very like a great expert to know about where is the which location, because we are living in a diverse city and a big city which have so many similar roads, so it's hard to find the location which is in our own knowledge, because we are human beings, we cannot know how many ways or roads we should go. So I think it's really important for me whenever I really need the assistance of map whenever I'm in new city.
Yeah. Last question for you. In general, do you find it easy to read maps? Why not?
Well, to be honest, when the first time when I used the map, it was very quite difficult for me, because there were many features on the mobile phone, and it was hard to locate the exact location. But slowly, I found to know that we can easily, if we really want to know about the location, we can easily search the search button, which or we can speak the name of that location, so that we can easily find about the map, because it really takes time when we have to learn new things.
Yeah, Sam, thank you very much for your speech. You have done very well. You have a praiseworthy fluency. But to beautify your fluency more and more, it's necessary for you to do regular practice. Maybe you have been doing regular practice with us, so keep continue it. I think everything will be okay for you.
Thank you for your kind
Okay,
compliment.
welcome. And we'll start part 2 soon, so stay with us.
Okay.
Salman Al Hassan, please unmute yourself. Salman Al Hassan.
Hello. Yes, sir. Assalamualaikum. Hello.
Salman, introduce yourself, your name and location.
Yeah, I am Salman Hassan from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I completed graduate. Yeah.
I have completed my graduation. You have to speak like this way. I have completed my graduation.
Graduation.
And you can mention also your subject. Suppose I have completed my graduation in English, so you can mention your subject also. You can say I have completed my graduation in physics or in chemistry or in history, whatever. Like this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Salman. Your first question from part 1. Do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone?
Actually, I should mention is that in the digital era, have many types of paper or map to identify location. But I choose digital map because I have a smartphone. So when I want to go an unknown place, I try to use a digital map from my phone. It is a very easy to carry. So, also have many types of application available in Android app. So I choose a digital map than the paper map.
Okay. When was the last time you needed to use a map?
Actually, I use map in various occasions, especially when I want to visit in unknown place, Cox's Bazar. Recently, almost 1 month ago, when I want to visit Cox's Bazar, I use digital map from my phone.
Okay. If you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around?
Actually, when I visit a new city, of course I try to use a digital map from my mobile phone for finding a new location, because it is very helpful to identify a location, and it save my time. So I try to use a digital map in the new location. Almost 1 week ago, I went to a place. The name was Joshua City. I use a bike. So when I went to there, digital map was very helpful.
Yeah. In general, do you find it easy to read maps?
Yeah, of course. It is easy to read a map, especially digital map is very useful than paper map. And I also try to use a digital map because it is very easy to use, and any person can use it some one click from phone. So I try to use the digital map. I have to identify any location by easily. Yeah.
Okay. Salman, thank you very much for your space. This is the first time you have been able to deliver your space excellently. Thank you very much. Keep it up, and you should write down your answer and read out it loudly. Then stand before the mirror and practice several times. Then your speech will be beautiful, no doubt. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Salman, for your space. Okay. Ali, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself because we are going to start our part 2. So Ali, you have to deliver your space. You are permitted, Ali.
Hi, thanks for having me, sir.
Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to describe an occasion when you had to do something in a hurry.
Okay. Well, I don't like to do anything in a hurry situation because things goes wrong when you trying to do something in a hurry, and I'm not like that person who can do anything in a hurry. But I remember it was just 1 week ago when I decided to visit my grandmother city, and I went with my whole family, and we were booked ticket to go there. And at that time my mother told me, you don't have enough clothes to visit there, and you need to buy some new clothes. So at that time I feel very afraid because the ticket was booked, all the things was just goes on. But and at that time I had just left 4 hours. uh, so I just remember I went with my friend to the market, and um, to do some shopping at the time, because I'm not like that person who choose things in a hurry, and in a very early stage. But I'm like that person who choose especially choose a cloth and to take some times. But my friend suggest me to buy some clothes, and I'm very happy at the moment because we were just take 2 hours to do all the shopping, and at the time I felt over the moon when I have done all the shopping in just 2 hours, and we went back to home and go to my destination there. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, Ali, thank you very much for your space. If I compare your today's space with your previous spaces, then I should say you have been able to improve yourself. But the fact that right now you are committing some mistakes, and you should be aware about it. And the fact is that All the things were not was, because all the things is plural. If your subject is plural, your verb will be plural. You should remember SSPP, that is subject singular, verb singular, and subject plural, verb plural. English follows these rules. And then time. We were hope. We are hope, not we are hope. Yeah, you have to say we hoped in past indefinite tense. And then time, it will be time at the time, not time. Okay, be careful about the pronunciation, and because the pronunciation will be because. So try your level best to solve this problem and don't repeat the same mistakes again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Sam, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself, Sam.
Oh, hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, your sound is clear to us, please.
Okay, so I will begin now. So, to be honest, there are not many incidents that happened in my life when I was late, because I considered myself as an organized person. But there was one time I vividly remember when I was late for our weekend school. It happened on 2 years back. uh, Actually, at that time, actually before exams, in our school, there's a compulsory class which is especially held on weekend, Friday, the day off. So what happened that I actually slept early at the night, and the email came from school that we have to arrive tomorrow at 6 p.m in the morning, sorry, 6 a.m in the morning. So but when I woke up at the morning for my Fajr prayer, so when I checked my mobile phone for the time, I saw an email. I actually got very surprised. So after praying Salah, I went to my father's room, and I told him that we have to go to school for our revision class. So then my father that you should immediately ready in 10 minutes. So I got ready at 5 minutes. I just washed my face, brushed my teeth, and I didn't comb my hair and didn't take the shower. And I didn't have the time, enough time to do breakfast because of the situation. So after like 5 minutes, I sit on the car, and my father took me to the school. However, I made it very hurriedly. So I will I hope that this kind of situation never came in life, because it really, at that time, it really gave me anxiety and depression. So I don't want to prefer this kind of situation ever in my life. So this was the time that was that I did that I went to school very hurriedly.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam, you have done very well, but I have noticed a few mistakes throughout your speech. That is, it happened 2 years. Instead of this, you have to say it happened 2 years ago. Okay. Then if you say 6 a.m., then no need to say in the morning. Just you can say 6 a.m. or 6 in the morning. Okay.
Okay.
Either one. Okay. And instead of saying I washed my face, I washed my hand, I washed my body, just avoid it. Just say I freshened up myself. Okay.
Freshen up myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
my father told me to get ready soon. Then I freshened up myself within a very short time. Okay, I think it's better.
Okay.
Sam, thank you very much for your space.
But I have like, is that the sentence right? Like it happened 2 years back. 2 years back.
It's also acceptable, but it's better to say it happened 2 years ago. Okay.
Okay.
Back is also acceptable, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome, Sam. Okay, then who is ready? Joel Ahmed. Okay, Joel Ahmed, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir, for unmuted me.
Joel Ahmed, you are a regular participant of ours, and so I will give you permission to say something on part one, if you like. Though
sure, sir.
we are just discussing part 2 right now. Are
Okay.
you ready for part 1, Joel?
Yes, I am ready for part 1 as well as
Okay,
part
before
2.
that, just introduce yourself soon.
Okay, sir, this is Joel Ahmed. I'm from Dhaka, and now I am working in a private company as a digital marketing manager. And I have completed my graduation 5 years ago. So now I'm living with my family in Dhaka.
Okay, if you use ago, then your tense will be past indefinite tense. Then you have to say I completed.
I completed. Okay,
I
sir.
completed. You can't use present perfect with ago. Yesterday, ago, long since, last night. These are for past indefinite tense. And
Sure, sir.
just now, already, yet, if, lately, recently, these adverbs are for present
Past
perfect
participle.
tense. So
Okay.
be careful about it.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Joel, thank you very much. And your first question from part 1. Do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone?
Actually, I always prefer to use a map in my phone because it is very convenient and I can use it anytime without any short time. So I think if online map is more convenient, better than paper map.
Okay. When was the last time you needed to use a map?
Actually, 1 month ago, I went another district which name is Rangpur. Actually, one of my aunt living there. So actually, at first time I went there, but it was very unknown to me because this place is very unknown to me. On the time, my aunt sent his address. On the time, I searched in Google Maps to find out the my aunt's house within the short time.
Okay. Then, if you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around?
Obviously, if I go any new city, at first, if it is very unknown to me, then I would use a map because I can find everything in map because Google Map is very rich to contain all this address and all holding numbers. So it would be very helpful if I use the maps.
Okay. In general, do you find it easy to read maps?
Mm, uh, Actually, I would say yes. I feel it's very convenient. Google Maps has very easy option. I can find many option. If I go any distance, like 5 kilometers, then this map shows me how many times actually I need to go by walking or any car or any motorbike. So I think it is very easy to use.
Okay. You have completed part 1. Would you like to start your part 2? Are you ready for it?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Okay. Describe an occasion when you had to do something in a hurry.
Okay, sir. Uh, Actually, in my life, I attended many occasions. It can be a anniversary party or birthday party. So I also did many things. Now I'm going to talk about a occasion when I do something very hurry, so very quickly. It was my elder brother anniversary. So uh, uh, in the past 2 years ago, so my elder brothers decided to arrange his third anniversary party, but on the time it was a lockdown for the country. So initially, actually, we had no plan to arrange this party, but when the lockdown became very good position and the government withdrawn the lockdown over the country, then we suddenly decided, yeah, we could arrange the party. Then I searched many community center, but all community center were booked, and I also called many friends to find out a community center, but they also failed. Then we decided that we could arrange this party in our rooftop, but it was very difficult to arrange all these things within 2 days. Then I also called many organizer party, many event organization to arrange this ceremony, but it also very difficult to find. Then finally I got a organizer whose name was the Friends Organizer Team. Then they accept my offer. Then they started the work within very short time, and they worked really hard. And they till tonight, morning to night, they always work within 4 members. I also help them to arrange all the things within the evening, because our party started from evening time. So finally, we done all the things, and my friends and my brother were very happy that from beginning the party we done all these things. So finally, we could arrange the party, and there are many friends, many my family colleagues, and my friend also are present there. So it was a very happy day, and yeah, it was very fine. It was very hard work, and I put everything within a very short time.
Yeah, Joel Ahmed, thank you very much for your space. We have been able to improve your space. If I compare your today's space with your previous spaces, and the fact is that only a little bit problem that you are committing right now, and you have mannerism. You are uttering this unnecessary words several times. So please try your level best to remove it from your space. And in the past 2 years ago, not like this, just say 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, no need to mention in the past. Okay, and they accepted my offer. It will be in past tense because you are describing something which happened in the past.
Past time.
So before delivering your speech, you should be sure about your tense.
But when I tell
you are going
something,
to
sir,
describe
actually,
your topic.
on the time actually I get very confused. How can I from which line actually I started? I start. Okay.
Okay.
So sometimes
in this case, just use one tense and to be sure when the incident happened. Does it happened? Does it happening right now, or it happened before you starting the space?
Right,
if it happens before your space, then of course you will use past tense.
Past tense.
Or if it happens when you are delivering your space, suppose women in our country are contributing in our development. When we are talking with one another, right now they are working for our country and for the development of our country, isn't it? So
exactly.
you will use present continuous tense. And the things
So,
that, yeah.
So one more question. Can you use the line like it can be, it can be?
Yeah. Can follow present tense and future tense.
It can be, right?
Yeah. Okay, Joel Ahmed. It's better if you write down your answer and read it out several times. You can record your voice. Then you'll be able to find out what is your mistake. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
It will help you. It will help you to improve yourself within a very short time. Otherwise, you need some more time to improve yourself. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Joel Ahmed. Yeah. Then Shoykot Raja, it's your turns. Please unmute yourself. This is you. Okay, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself, Shoykot Raja.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, if you have network problem.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly. Just introduce yourself.
Yes. Hello. Network problem. My name is
Okay, I'm extremely sorry, Shoykot Raja. Your sound is not okay to us because you have a good network problem. So I'm extremely sorry for it. Then who haven't completed part 2? Please raise your hand signal, then I will permit you, or I will start part 3.
Yes, sir. I am
Yes.
here.
Okay, Sadi, just finish part 2 very soon.
Can I explain part 2?
Yeah, sure. Do it. Do it within 2 minutes, not more than this, within 2
Thank you,
minutes.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, start please.
Actually, this time is a very rare chance for me because I got invitation for birthday some of my office member home. I it's she elder daughter's birthday. Uh, because got it in morning day, but invitation got morning, parties have in evening. It's so very happy full chance for our office members. We went there, and I occasionally sing song and play guitar in all parties. But this parties I not go for ready their function and their instrument and their music items. But I have I got a chance for sing song and play guitar in these parties. So exactly not hurry up it, but I won't did it very hurry up. But I so shivering and this time because my director in here. Therefore, I so excited. But I got a very cunning and smart decision in this time. I saw I did I sang one of song my early practice one, and I play some one of song guitar and sing sang my friend, uh, and finally they participant are very thankful for me. They gave to a very instant chance and very happy full chance for their. Uh, However, I felt it very excited, and finally I get a very clear full chance for me for sang song and played guitar. Thank you, sir. Hello.
Yeah, Isadi, thank you very much for your speech, but I suggest you to write down your speech before delivering it, because you need to improve yourself. So write down your speech is mandatory for you. You are at the initial stage, so if you don't take your preparation before delivering your speech, it will be very difficult for you to express it excellently or correctly. So be careful about it, and you should write down your answer. Okay, Sadi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, dear participant, we are going to start our part 3. Part 3. Would you like to share your ideas on part 2? Is there anyone? Just raise your hand signal. Salman. Okay, now we're going to start our part 3. Joel Ahmed, you are permitted for part 3. Please unmute yourself, Joel Ahmed. Oh, Joel Ahmed, your audio is not there. Ali Hassan, Shaikat Raja. Shaikat Raja, I'm extremely sorry. Your network is very, very poor. We can't hear even a single word from your side properly. Ali Hassan. Ali Hassan, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself for part 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. From part 3, you have to answer 2 questions. Only 2 questions. Arriving late on this topic. And your first question, do you think it's okay to arrive late when meeting a friend?
Yes, sir.
I'm extremely sorry, Ali Hassan, your sound is not clear, so I'm going to mute you. Then who is ready for part 3? Part 3. Tulu, I think you can hear me. So please unmute yourself, Tulu.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You are welcome here after many days. You are one of our good speaker.
I've been busy, and funnest thing is holiday is my exam.
Okay, Tulu, am I audible to you clearly?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. You have to answer this question, and though we are going to finish the class, but only for you, I'm giving this chance. You can describe part 1, part 2, and part 3. So first, describe part 1. Read out the question and answer it, because you can't hear me clearly. So you have to read out the question and answer it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Maps. I should start from maps. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better to use a paper map or a map on your phone? Why? Paper map is more convenient than Google Map on our phone. With paper maps, you can easily locate your way than phone map. Personally, to me, I can interpret for a paper map more accurately than phone app. And phone app may be useless if there is no network where you are located. It usually works better when there is a good internet connection. When was the last time you needed to use a map? The last time I used a map was when I went for an excursion to a waterfall in a local area in my state. For example, that area, there was no how I could make use of Google Map because the network there was fluctuating. I and my family would have lost our way if we rely solely on phone app. Thank God we went with paper map. If you visit a new city, do you always use a map to find your way around? Most time, I don't make use of map so far it is a city. But when I'm visiting a picnic area or a local environment, I do rely on my map. But in a city, I used to ask for direction from the person I'm visiting, and I can ask from people around. Then the house is well numbered, the streets are well named. So it's easy for me to find my way around the city by asking people for way than using map. In general, you find it easy to read map? Yes, it's easy to read map. If so far you know some pros and cons about interpreting map, it will be easy for someone to read it. Thank you. Part
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
Part 2. Describe an location when you had to do something in a hurry. You should say what you had to do. It's of reason I had to prepare for an urgent journey. I didn't plan it because I was on duty, but I received an urgent call from home that my father needs my attention. I have to take an excuse from my place of work, and I had to go to and visit him. And it was it wasn't the nearest town to me. It was a bit far. It was another town. Why you had to do this, Nori? I had to do this, Nori, because I have lost my mom of reasons, and my dad, I was so particular about my dad emotional state. So whenever he called that he need any one of us, we do rally around him so that he won't be lonely. I don't travel in a hurry. I don't travel in a hurry often. I do used to plan my schedule for a week, a month, or in annually. I don't really travel frequently unless there is a cogent reason for it. Explain how you felt having this. I felt so bad, but because of the emotional attachments of it and the importance I attached to my father's call, I have to go, even though it wasn't convenient. Thank you. This part 3, arriving late. Do you think it's okay to arrive late when meeting a friend? It is a bad, to me personally, it is a bad thing to be a late comer. It is very good to keep to time because they used to say time is money, and any time wasted you can't gain it back. What should happen to people who arrive late for work? For example, in my place of work, if you arrive late for work, they penalize you by closing late, or they remove a certain amount from your salary for that day. At least that will encourage people to come early to work. Can you suggest how people can make sure they don't arrive late? It's based majorly on planning. When you know you have a meeting by 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., you have to wake up early and plan your schedule, maybe a day before. Those things that can make someone to not stick to the time. You settle it before you go to the place, or you do it later after your appointment. Thank you.
Yeah, Tolu, thank you very much for your excellent space. But I think you should take your preparation. If you take your preparation, your speech will be more and more excellent. Okay, so if
Thank you so
possible,
much, sir.
you should go through the question before delivering your speech. Okay, thank you very much, Tolu.
Okay, sir. You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Sam, yeah, Sam, you are permitted for part 3. Please unmute yourself, Sam.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you think it's okay to arrive late when meeting a friend?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, I think it's not like a very serious thing if someone arrives late, because I think we are very frank with our friends, and as friends are our closest buddy and mate. So if we arrive late, they will sometimes they will argue, but we can turn the situation into funnier side.
Yeah. Then what should happen to people who arrive late for work?
Well, they can be in trouble if they arrive late at work, because we cannot arrive at late in every situation. We have to be aware of that our employee will be get offended if we arrive late. So I think they can be in trouble, or in some country like in Saudi Arabia, if a person arrived late, so their salaries are reduced by 5% for one day.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's all.
Can you suggest how people can make sure they don't arrive late?
Well, in my view, I must say that a person should be very organized. If someone really don't want to arrive late at work or at school, they should first learn to get up early from the bed, because I think our readiness start from our bed, and when we got up early from our bed, we can easily do every task in a very short amount of time. And by checking phones, we should like abolish by that, to how many people like check phones when they are going to work, because it really decrease the distance. So I think we should remove these kinds of things, and we should wake up early so that we don't arrive late at work.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sam, for your space. Hope you'll join with us regularly. Okay, Sam. I haven't noticed any important mistake throughout his space on this part. Okay. Dear participant, is there anyone for part 3? If you please raise your hand signal, or I'm going to finish the class. Okay, thank you very much to join with me. We're going to finish the class, and of course, we'll do our next class on Tuesday at the same time. So be ready for the class, and good night. And this is the end of our today's class. Good night, everyone.